Where to begin? Where to begin? And I've always wanted to vlog. I've always wanted to share my experiences, and I was always just waiting for like the perfect time, having enough time. I wanted to like learn how to edit and make everything so perfect and beautiful. And I aspired to be like the vloggers that I've seen over the years. They all said, just start. Just start. Don't try to get it perfect. It takes so much time. It takes years to get it perfect. So just start. And I didn't listen until now. So I'm going to start vlogging my life. Welcome to my YouTube. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. I have wanted to have a YouTube channel for years, probably like a decade, to be honest. Actually, back in 2016, I can't believe it was 6 years ago, I literally bought the camera, the very camera I'm using now, a ring light, and I was convinced that I was going to start, and I let fear stop me. Fear of not putting out content that was catchy or looked good or looked polished. The fear that I wouldn't be able to be consistent. So I was like, why start? And I've just decided to really challenge myself in every way possible these next few months. But challenge myself in a healthy way. Just like figure out how I can find different ways to live out my purpose and kind of just share my life with others, help others by just being me and sharing experiences. So I really decided to start this because there are so many things going on in my life, and I just wanted to be an example that, as much crap as we go through, there are so many blessings in that, and there are so many ways to really turn that around. So I hope you guys enjoy my journey, cry with me, laugh with me, whatever the case may be. We're just human here. So the moral is, don't be chicken to start your dreams, because even if it's something small, like I might have freaking 1 follower, I may have 1,000, I might have 10,000, I may have 1,000,000. It doesn't really matter. The point is that if you feel like there's something like on your heart or on your mind that you want to check off the list of things to do, things to like overcome, just do it. Don't be chicken shit, because you are really the only person telling you no. And so I am kind of really nervous, not even kind of, I'm very, very nervous to start this journey, to share certain parts of my life and just a lot of insecurities and bad news, good news. Sometimes it's even like, it makes you nervous when you share good news too. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but sometimes it's just like, when things are almost too good to be true, or you don't want to like jinx it or take away from it, I'm still sure I'll be, relatively private with like big things, but just the things that I can share, I want to, and just like small things. So I guess I should say a little bit about myself. I am Amanda, and Moo's Mind actually comes from a family nickname. One side of my family calls me Mandamoo, Moo, Moo Moo. So that's where like the whole cow thing came from. And Moo's Mind is just like my journey, what's going on with me. There's no set like theme per se. Maybe a theme will like develop, but right now it's just me sharing, me kind of just going through like the life of a rising third-year medical student, which is crazy to even think about. I still have to take my step 1 exam, but I also recently had some medical news that I'm dealing with, so all that stuff got pushed back. So that's a part of why I'm sharing my journey right now too, is I'm trying to optimize my health. I'm trying to check off some boxes that I've been really wanting to do for years and years and years now. So I'm kind of using this as an opportunity, instead of like shying away from my goals and being overwhelmed by, I guess, some of the scary things that are happening, I've decided to share it and use it as a way to empower myself, empower other people, discover just a new way of living, and kind of get back to things that really used to bring me peace and consistency and just like overall wellness. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely follow. I'm sure you guys will see some of the best, some of the worst. I am a very human. I excel at being humanly human, so I'm sure there will be a lot of cringe moments, a lot of times where I am just like ran through the mud. There will be times where I will literally probably look like I'm on drugs on camera because life happens. So, you know, even today I was just thinking like, oh, maybe I should put on makeup. I actually got dressed because I have a doctor's appointment. It's literally the only reason I have real clothes on, halfway real clothes on. But, you know, I thought about like, oh, should I put on makeup? Should I do my hair in a certain way? Should I cover my little bald spot that I have? There's a story behind that too. I just discovered this thing the other day and I was like, I have all these problems and now I have a bald spot. So that's a whole nother thing. But, you know, I just thought about those things and I was like, what's the point? Because if you guys end up following me and watching like my journey, you're gonna see me at my worst moments at like some point. So there's like really no point in putting up a mask. Of course you'll see me in makeup, you'll see me dressed up too. I do a lot of like DIY beauty things as well, like my nails. Did a muscle builder gel that I low-key get on the black market. But I just felt like I wanted to try to be my genuine self, which is really hard to get on camera. And I'm realizing that I have recorded in the past things that I've never posted because it's so awkward at first, because I don't feel like I'm talking to anyone yet. I don't feel like I'm connected with anyone yet because I have no audience. You know, nobody knows I exist. And so I don't really have people that I'm interacting with that I know I'm talking to. So, you know, it is a little bit awkward, and I think it might take some time for me to really figure out how can I portray my personality and my passion, just who I am, through a lens. But yeah, but I'm not for the BS. I don't want to, you know, make believe that things are perfect or that I have to be perfect, because a part of this journey is accepting where I am and who I am, which may sound surprising because I think people who know me genuinely say that, or generally, see, I can't English, generally would probably say that I'm a pretty confident person, pretty laid back, seem like I have most of my stuff together. But, you know, ultimately, like, you know where you want to be in life. It doesn't really matter how other people necessarily like perceive you. You know, I know where my gaps are. I know the things that I'm striving to be, and for me, I'm all about like my maximum purpose. So even if I'm doing good, even if I'm doing great, that may not be enough. It just really depends on what I'm holding myself accountable to, and how I really want to live my life, and how I can be a light for other people. And, you know, maybe I've been that in smaller circumstances. I'm not going to take that away from myself, but for the last, you know, like couple years, like 2 years or so, really like since school started back, or since I started school, I feel like I have lost a bit of the spark, a bit of trusting myself and really being like my max confident. There's actually somebody on YouTube, I love her, I'll definitely talk about her at some point, but just like, she calls it Godfidence, and it's just like when you are living in your purpose, there's a different type of confidence. It's not about like you looking in the mirror and what you see. It's about knowing that you are in your divine purpose, and that's like a totally different like playing field. Like, what can stop you if you are on your divine purpose? It's like, it's an unrivaled confidence, because it doesn't come from, you know, like right here on earth. It doesn't come from another person. It doesn't come from your family, a spouse, or your friends. Like, it literally comes from your soul. So that's something that I want to work on getting back, because I think there was a period of my life where I had that, even when like there was so much crap around me that I was like surviving through and dealing with, but I still had that. And I don't know what happened, if I got complacent. Slowly, I think you lose yourself. Like when life stressors come and, you know, bad news after bad news, then you have good news. Good news can distract you too. And it's just, at some point, I think little parts slipped away. I got tired. I got complacent. I would, I think, start thinking like, oh, well, I got into medical school. That's a part of my purpose. Like, you know, that's good enough. And I'm not saying like, I'm not saying this from the lens of like, you need to be like the world's savior to feel good, but it's all about what you feel inside. Like for me, yes, I feel like being a part of my physician and using medicine as a form of healing is a big part of my purpose, but it's not who I am. It's not all I am. And so I think I use that as a cop-out, because it's such a hard thing and it takes so much of my time. I was like, oh, well, I can put all of these other things that I think I'm purposed to do on the back burner, because this major one that's taking up all my energy, taking up all my time, that's good enough. But I feel like I was called beyond that. I was called for big picture. And so like, for me, I realized that like, it's not enough. I want to do more to the best that I can. I'm not going to kill myself, but like, you know, I want to just push myself to see where do I really belong. And hopefully you guys will be a part of that journey with me. Oh, you know what? The sun is like beaming. Anyway, but hopefully I wanted you guys to be a part of that journey with me, and hopefully it goes well. I really don't know what to expect. I'm like literally scared. I'm scared about the time to do it, but you know, I see so many people do it and do it successfully. So apparently it might be a little bit too hot out there, because my camera was just like overheating, die. But yeah, I'm in Arizona. I think this camera is just like, it's old, so like, I don't know, maybe it just dies. But yeah, so basically I just hope this is a journey I can share with you guys, even if it's just like literally a few people. I don't know who's gonna be interested in hearing me talk and seeing me do pretty much like regular life things, but you know. But yeah, I just want to thank anyone who's actually listening to me right now. And I hope that any part of my journey is helpful, inspirational, supportive to you. I really do. That's why I'm doing this, because I feel like I have been through so many things that I wish I could have shared with more people, to let them know that, you know, they're not alone and things aren't perfect. Even just the small things that I can do, like coming up on the camera when I'm having like a acne attack. And I know some people are gonna be like, oh no, it's fine, whatever, but you know, it's all relative. But you know, I just want to be my raw, genuine self, because I think sometimes like just somebody seeing you being real and like dealing with real shit, sometimes it just encourages others. You know, like if you've ever met someone that's just like unapologetically themselves, like they weren't trying to be anything else, even though they may have like totally different personality, interests, environment as you, something about it is still so inspiring. At least I've always felt that way. Like I've always respected people so much and been inspired by people who are just like normal, like people that are just figuring themselves out and being okay with it. So hopefully I can be that for someone else. But But yeah, again, thank you. Welcome to my channel. It's gonna be janky at first, I promise you that. Yes, I curse. I'm trying to stop. I curse, but I still love Jesus. So let me make that clear. But like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not here to put on a show. I just really want to be an example of what it's like to be figuring things out, which is literally all of life. And also I kind of want to use like recording myself all the time, like not to be like fake, but like I think when you're challenging yourself to like vlog all the time or record all the time, it's kind of like it does push you to want to do more. Like it's not that I'm saying I'm only gonna vlog, like, or I'm gonna like hurry up and like get some stuff together and act like I'm doing work or act like I have XYZ going on. That's not what I mean. But like it's like if I have a goal that I want to get done and I tell you guys like, oh well, I want to finish this certificate this summer, that really means a lot to me. Like if I say that on camera, now I really have to follow up with that. I would say my discipline is pretty tight, but it's not as tight as I want it. I feel like that's something that's been put on my heart over and over and over, is discipline, discipline, discipline. And I kind of started to figure out why second year, we'll get to that, second year of med school, I started to figure out why. I felt like I kept telling you that. But I really want to amp up my discipline. So I think sometimes like just having somebody else to hold you accountable, like yes, I have people in my life too, and that's where I get it from primarily, but I definitely think talking about my experiences on camera, having people that are like maybe going through something similar, like say, oh, I want to do that too, or I have a similar goal. Like if you guys are going with me through that, I have to get myself together. Like I can't just be like being lazy, you know what I mean? If I say like, hey, every, Thursday, I'm going to record myself putting time in for this thing that I wanted to do. And then I have people that are just like, oh yeah, I'm doing that too. I'm going to watch you for encouragement. Or I'm going to share my experience. And then I like, don't do it on Thursday. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. That was a very long explanation that was like completely unnecessary, but hopefully you get the vibes. If you get the vibes, then there goes that awkward nobody's here moment again on camera. But anyway, I'm sure it will get easier. I guess I could have done like a cuter intro or whatever, but I think that's the reason, since that's what took wanting to start YouTube away from me, was like having to do an intro, what's gonna be like cute, not getting straight to the point. And at the end of the day, I don't think any of that stuff really matters. But those are the things that took years off of what could have been my YouTube journey. And so hopefully this is sufficient for the masses, because I'm not really about that life. Like I'm sure as I go and I get more skills that aren't forced, I'll definitely put them together. But for now, I'm just gonna do what I can. I did do my cute little like colors or whatever intro because I had some time to do that, but like video editing and trying to put like special clips here and there and make like a music video or something like that for an intro. It's just not where I'm at right now, and I don't have time to like maintain that style of content. And what I realized is like, because I've watched YouTube for so long, I really, as a consumer, don't even care about that stuff. Like I literally don't. Like certain little things are cute, certain little like video editing is cute, but I literally never care if somebody has an intro ever. Matter of fact, I think like the videos that I watch most often, because of their nature and because the people are like incredibly like busy and doing other things, like they usually don't even have an intro. They just kind of get to talking, or if they do, it's really short. So hopefully, oh God, am I rambling already and it's the first video? But hopefully you guys get the drift, and I hope that my journey ends up meaning something to you for whatever reason. But yeah, feel free to like this video if you think I'm insane and I talk too much. Definitely subscribe if you want to support me, if you want to see what's coming up, and yeah, leave a comment if you have any words of advice, any encouragement, any ideas. Let me know. I'll probably be posting about fitness stuff, like nutrition stuff, womanly issues, reproductive stuff. I'll be posting about studying for my first board exam as a med student, about the research I'm doing, maybe even some military things, because I'm on military scholarship for medical school. So like there's just so many things that are all circulating at the same time, just like everybody else in the world. Life never stops. It's a carousel. And so hopefully something in there is exciting for you, or something that you can relate to or want to know more about. But anyway, this video has been way too long, and I'm literally not saying anything. So thank you. And I'll see you guys next time.